Hello, welcome back to Rift Wizard 3. It's been a little while since I've played, but we're going to try and finish off the Cryomancer trial. And I don't really have a plan in mind, so we'll just see how we go. And let's see, we do have an ice component right off the bat, which is very nice. So let's go and get that. And we can just start on this thing. This thing can actually finish the level by itself, because this effect of freezing enemies within 2 tiles repeats every 6 turns, and it increases its radius every time it repeats. Excuse me. And these are all pretty low health enemies, so that will kill everything on the level eventually. We can obviously help it out, which is worthwhile. We're actually almost dead. Need to pay more attention. Okay, well we're out of charges, let's just let this thing finish off the level for us. There we go. That lets us save a little bit of SP, just in case we want to pick up one of these high level spells. I guess we could get Worm Eggs. Worm Eggs is probably pretty good, right? Since we have the SP. Let's try that out. So we want to start on an SP orb. We got all ice, which I suppose is good. We need to let something kill these eggs for them to actually be useful. I suppose we could kill them ourselves. 50% resist physical, so Icicle isn't great for doing it. Yeah, that'll work out fine. What can we do with Worm Eggs? Resistance to the damage that killed it. They can cast Icicle, that's probably pretty good. Gain a charge. Can we get numb summons with ice? No. Unless we find the Warlord Skull, I think that changed in this update. What else can we do with it? Radiant damage, that's not too interesting. And we can maybe pick up Death Chill as a quick way of killing our own eggs. Plus it's nice to be able to do non-ice damage, and Death Chill gives us access to dark damage. We do have spells for free here as well, and a Warped Dragon Egg, which I think does something for us. Plus 3 minion damage on our Conjuration. Could be good. So we either go here and we get one of these spells for free, or we go here and get our ice component. I think I'll go here actually. We can start on this thing so that we get our extra minion damage. That should die pretty quickly, which is good. And I suppose we should just be icicling that spawner. And 2 worms is probably enough to finish the level. Unless these trees take over. Yep, there we go. And what spell do we actually want? Wall of Ice. It's a good way of getting lots of minions very quickly if we upgrade it. Ice Vortex is good, arcane damage. Stormburst is good. Ice Vortex does more damage than Stormburst and it has more charges. This is a 5 tile radius. This is only 3 tiles, but we can get the Embodied Vortex upgrade to boost it. I think I'll get Ice Vortex. And I'll just pick up the Embodied Vortex upgrade for that. So this will just allow us to cast Ice Vortex on ourselves for +2 radius. And that's pretty useful because Ice Vortex requires you to cast it on a frozen unit, and if there are no frozen units, we can just cast it on ourselves instead. We have another ice component over here, which I do like. We can get a... oh, we can get a snow staff right now. That's plus 5 damage, right? Plus 5 damage, which is good on Ice Vortex and Icicle, because it applies to the 2 different damage types. So what are we up to now? 16, 16, 11, 11. We have another ice component here, Ice Maw as well. That shouldn't be an issue. It is actually. They resist Arcane as well. We would have to get lucky with worm eggs and get a fire worm, which is not guaranteed. We could kill them with Icicle, I suppose. Or Death Chill. We could pick up Death Chill. Let's try this level. Start on an SP orb so that we can pick up Death Chill if we need. We did get lucky getting 3 fire worms. Let's move up a little bit so that we can hit both of these spawners. I think I will pick up Death Chill just so we can kill our egg. Can Death Chill on this guy as well, and just hit him with a few icicles. Cool. We have 1 ice component. We can make some stuff. So Cold Snap is good, Cryotic Accumulator is also good. Extra max charges, 50% minion health, 50% minion duration. That is pretty good for worm eggs. Yeah, maybe we get that. I don't know if we want to rely too heavily on conjurations. Let's just go with this. This is pretty... well, if we've got a metallic component, we should really do this one instead, actually. So we'll get the Cold Snap, and in a little bit we can probably pick up Cryotic Accumulator. Okay, we have no ice components. We do have some allies here, which is potentially good. Where are we? There we are. Well, this guy can give us regen, which is good. None of those allies are fantastic, I feel. Let's try for a reroll. No ice components, but we do have some hearts, which is nice. We don't really have anything too exciting. Let's just go here, I suppose. We can start near this guy and freeze him right away. Get down our worm eggs. And then just keep on freezing. And the worms should be able to finish the rest of the level pretty easily. Yep. We probably want to think about an Oculus as well. Preferably the Crystal, because we have Ice Vortex, but we could also get the Storm one and pick up Storm Burst. We can get Ritual of Winter, and that will give us infinite charges on Ice Vortex. I don't know if it's that necessary. Let's see. We can make some of this stuff. Word of Ice is nice. if we can make that. Icy Chill Mask is also very nice to have. We do want shields, so we want some of this stuff. So this thing gives you shields, and then does ice damage to enemies that remove the shields. This thing gives you shields when enemies take ice damage. So that probably loops, I think, for infinite shields, which is worthwhile. Let's just go here. We have a metallic component, which we do need for the boreal armor. We have an ice lich, but he's not immune, which is fine. Let's freeze everything, get down our worm eggs. He's not dying very quickly. Let's get a couple of worms out. Okay, we are out of charges on Ice Vortex, so maybe the charge upgrade is worthwhile. And we have 8 SP, which we should probably use. Don't think I want to get anything for that. Prismatic Beam would be very nice. 40 holy damage is a lot of holy damage, and it also refracts to shoot 4 more enemies, which is pretty cool. We can make it do ice damage, and we can make it heal so that it doesn't kill us. We don't necessarily need that, we could just be very careful with our positioning. Could do this stuff, that's not that exciting. How about Icicle? Icicle is good to upgrade, but I think I'll pick up Prismatic Beam. And we have an ice component over there, which is nice. What's the dragon thing? Dragon thing is +1 max charges. Which we cannot make use of. So we'll go here and get our ice thing. So we have some Frostfire Tormentors. Just want to make sure to start out of range of them. Okay, so we've got a few frozen things. Hopefully we don't get hit too much by our prismatic beam. And let's stick down our worm eggs. They should be able to finish it off. Cool. And I think I wanted cold diffusion. Although that does mean that we can't stand next to things that are being hit with this. That's probably fine. Yeah, let's go with that. Can we get plus radius? We can't get plus radius, okay. We have enough for one of these armors. Let's get that one because it gives us more shields to begin with. We don't want to use a enchantment component, we want to save that for our Oculus actually. So we've got some armor, we are still after more ice and enchantment. +3 minion damage, which is another bonus, so that's good. We can't really refract with prismatic beam on this level, so that's fine. I'd really like to kill this guy because he is quite annoying. Let's see. Let's actually just get out of the way and hopefully our worms can take him out. We might die to our worms actually, that's a bit of a concern. Okay, I think we're good now. Yep, cool. We can make the Robe of Storms. That should loop with the Boreal Armor, which is kind of interesting, so let's try that out. And we still want a Crystal Oculus, we still want that. Probably want a lot of things. Ice has a lot of good equipment options. Okay, we have an ice component over here. Let's go here. This level should be fine. Guess we can just start on this thing. Okay, I think we are pretty much set. Just got to kill that one last guy. He does have a lot of health, but hopefully we have enough damage to take him down. Maybe. We can very slowly kill him with the... where is it? This thing, the Frost Core effect, I suppose. There we go. Okay, we can make the Cryotic Accumulator, or we can wait and make the Crystal Oculus. There are no arcane components, no ice components. Let's reroll. Okay, we do have arcane here, so we could make the Oculus. It's probably worthwhile going here to make the Oculus. Let's start not on that, because we're going to regain a charge of our spells when we pick that up. He's getting unfrozen from the physical damage, I think. There we go. We have these Toad Knights. I think they're newish. And what do we have left? Spawner, that's fine. Okay, 11 SP. We got our Oculus. And what else? I guess we can make this thing for free pretty much. And we're not going to kill that because this only attacks enemies, Ice Vortex. That's possibly worthwhile. Yeah, why not? Get ourselves a Death Chill Chimera. He can do some ice damage as well, which is good. And that guy can help us with arcane damage for reducing ice resistance. Okay, we have Ice Word over there, which is good. We have a Duplication Shrine over here, which is probably better. What can we duplicate? Maybe the Boreal Armor. Starting with 14 shields is pretty nice. Or, well, is that really the best thing? Plus 5 damage again. And max charges. Yeah, that's probably better. Okay, so let's start out with Ice Vortex. Prismatic Beam. Get down our Worm Eggs. Ice Vortex again, and just keep on Prismatic Beaming, I suppose. We do kill basically all of our worms when we do that, which I think is fine. Let's just Icicle that guy. Icicle's doing pretty decent damage, 16-16. It would be nice to find the Cryomancer Shrine so that we can get infinite Icicles. Are we going to have enough charges to finish the level? I guess we can just stand next to him and do the Boreal Armor damage. Yeah, that works. Icicle, since it is so good, we should upgrade. 10 SP to do Poison, Dark, and Lightning, which is a expensive but very good upgrade. We also get the resistance reducing effect. Prismatic Beam, we can get that. Heals allies instead of damaging them, would stop it from killing our allies, which is probably useful. So let's get that. And let's just upgrade Icicle, Corrosive, and Storm Spike. It would be nice to have Clouds with the Storm Spike upgrade. I think we are well away from getting that though. Okay, we have an ice component here, as well as an Arcane Tome or a Holy Tome. Ice Vortex or Prismatic Beam we could upgrade. Yeah, let's go here. Guess we'll start near the idol. Maybe near the Death Chiller. Or maybe we should start on... Nah, well, let's just start over here. Yeah, Icicle is pretty good now. What's the damage that we're doing? 8, 2 poison, 16 dark, 24, and then 10... Ah, and this is happening in the radius. Yeah, Icicle's really good now. It'd be nice to have a larger radius on it. Ah, and we can cast it on clouds, I suppose, which these guys... No. These guys are gold drakes. Oh, there are some storm drakes on the level. So if they happen to breathe, we can do that. And cast on their storm breaths. Let's see, what are we doing? Be good to be able to freeze things that are a bit further away. Maybe we should pick up Ice Bowl. Oh, these guys are 100% resistant to Holy. That makes sense. Well, we're out of charges. We can't get... we need to do ice damage to get some shields back to get the Boreal armor loop going. There we go, there's one shield. That should be enough to get us through. Maybe not. Cool. I think I will get the Arcane Tome. It's good to be able to freeze things. And should we wait for the Stormcaller Staff? Probably, if we can get it soon. We might be able to. There is another ice component here. Yep. Is that going to cast Ice Vortex when we start on it? This is self-targeted now. I don't think it will. We'll give it a try. Nope. Let's not stand in the cloud, don't want to be frozen. Let's get down our worms. Don't know if they'll be very useful, but we can try. Oh, you're 100% resist Holy, okay. Well, the level is almost completely dead now, so that's probably fine. We can still use him to get a prismatic beam over to that spawner, which is cool. Okay. One more lightning component, we can get the Stormcaller Staff. We have sorcery tomes, Ice Vortex, Ice Core and Prismatic Beam are all sorceries, so that is pretty worthwhile. Let's see, lightning we do have, so we can get our Stormcaller Staff and then things, hopefully, become much easier. Okay, lightning, nature, ice. So just to confirm, this thing has to just pass through, right? Yeah, we don't have to actually specifically target the frozen unit, as long as it passes through a frozen unit, which is good. We need to get clouds on some of these guys, there we go. How did that happen? These butterfly demons are friendly. Oh, did we start on that thing, like lightning tag, enemies with less health than you? I forget what it's called. We must have started on that. Which is pretty good for this level. Need to get some frozen eyes. There we go. Cool. 9 SP. Let's see. Do we want to pick up this thing? Probably not. Maybe we do. No, I don't think we do actually. Chill Wind is probably good to get. That's another sorcery. Lets us freeze a whole bunch of things. We can pick up some upgrades for it. Creating clouds is probably not that useful. We've already got the Stormcaller staff, yeah. blizzard. Ice drakes maybe? For the shielding. Cold embrace, yeah, shield breath. Shields are very useful for us. Kinda like the shields. The issue is it takes so long to get all of these ice drakes out. It's a lot of turns. Let's get Ice Ball, I think. We can make use of Ice Ball. And because we are getting clouds, let's get Cloud Combustion. And Ice Crush, I think. Okay, let's see. Do we have ice components? We do not. Let's reroll. Okay, no ice components. What level do we want to do? I think these mirror enemies are pretty difficult actually, from what I remember. Let's not do that one. Let's see. Lots of holy stuff here. That's not the end of the world. There's lots of walls to break up line of sight. Let's try this one. We can start next to the heart in case things go poorly. I should be using Icicle. We've got the Storm upgrade, so we can cast it basically everywhere that we want. There we go. Okay, 7 SP, Icicle's done. Ice Bowl is done, completely forgot we had it for that level. Death Chill, I think. Maybe the Silence is useful for later on. 11 turns is a long time. Silence is useful for 11 turns. We'll keep that in mind. Ritual of Winter, Storm Vortex. Oh, well that would solve the Ice Drake issue if we got Drake calling. That's 8 SP. And then it would be 12 SP, 15 SP for the shielding Drakes. So 15 SP, we could get a whole bunch of Drakes to shield us and each other. Maybe that's good. Okay, still no ice components. Let's just see what the levels look like. Don't think I want to do that one. Probably more doable than the last one. This one looks not bad at all, actually. Let's try this one, I think. Let's do Prismatic Beam. That kills just about everything. These guys have a lot of shields. But you've been blinked around a bit, that's fine. Can do Ice Bowl on this guy for a huge amount of damage, I think. 24, 48, plus 48 on each tile, so 96 on each tile, about 100, so about 900 damage. It's probably not that great actually. But it is hitting other things. What damage? Less than expected. I guess he's got 25% resist physical, but he also has minus 25% ice. He's weak to holy, let's do Prismatic Beam. Okay, now these guys have tons of shields. Gain 3 shields each turn. How do we deal with them? How do we deal with them? Icicle would work, eventually, but there's probably too many of them to kill with Icicle. So we need to be doing more than 3 hits a turn. If we hit all of these guys, the prismatic beam should trigger a couple of times, I guess. Is that gonna work? Yeah, kind of. Yeah, that does work, cool. It works better when there's more of them around, unfortunately. Is this no longer working? He's still on 3 shields. We're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits with Icicle. We should be reducing his shields, right? Yeah, we are. We're doing damage, but slowly. And we've only got 7 charges on Icicle left. Are we going to be able to kill this guy? Okay, he's down to 90% resist dark, that's good. He's taking more hits then. We need to reduce his poison as well. Okay, we are out of Icicle. We can hit him with Death Chill, I suppose. He's going to continue gaining shields. Is this guy going to summon enough imps to eat through those shields? I think so. Let's see. We only do 2 hits with Ice Ball. Yep, that's not gonna work. How do we kill that guy? Three ice and 3 dark damage on frozen, so that'll be doing 2 hits when he's frozen. We probably just get summons, right? Summons, yeah, that'll work. We get 1,000,000 ice drakes. They can do more than 3 hits a turn. That should work. We want to get ice drakes anyway. Okay, we only got 5, that's not great. So that should be reducing? He is losing shields, okay. I think this is working. Let's also get freeze and frostbite so that he's taking ice and dark every turn to reduce his shields further. Good. That does work. That's a tricky enemy. But we managed to make it through. Okay, we have ice over here. That will be nice for the Cryomancer accumulator. I think I definitely do want that. We can start here. This is fine. This is fine. Okay, ice and some stuff we don't care about. What don't we care about? That, let's say. Oops, that's ours. Didn't mean to kill our own guy. How about you? You are just beefy, that's fine. Cool. Chill Wind for free, another ice component, and another ice component, but there's this lightning guy on the level. We can freeze him. Does he do his thing when he's frozen? Possibly. If he does, we don't want to go there. Let's go here then. Oh, he's on this level as well. Okay, never mind. What? You bastard. Okay, reroll. Good, he's not on at least one level. He is on that one. Spellgraft Shrine. That's not useful, I don't think. All of the equipment we have access to is ice stuff, so putting extra tags on a spell doesn't matter too much. I suppose we could put sorcery on something that's not sorcery to get extra charges of it. Yeah, that would be the only use of it, I think, so that's not very interesting. But there is an ice component there. What can we make if we had one ice component? Could make a crystal dagger, ice caller staff, extra charges, chill staff, or more freezing. More freezing is probably pretty good since we've got frostbite and a cryotic accumulator at this point. Winter links. Let's say that the chill staff is pretty good and go here. These guys are weak to ice. These guys are Blood Curse on Killer. That's probably fine. Get a lot of necrosis on this level, and we'll lose all of our max health. We've already re-rolled. I mean, we get necrosis from these guys as well. I think we'll go here. Let's get... which one of these is more useful? Regen Aura. Chill Wind, we are getting sorcery bonuses from some stuff we have. Maybe Chill Wind then. I guess it lets us freeze things more easily. It's pretty nice for taking out spawners actually. So yeah, that's good. There we go. Cool. 6 SP. Don't think we need anything for Chill Wind. Maybe the Harsh Winds would be nice. We did possibly want Cold Embrace for 3 SP, and no, we're not going to afford that. Never mind. Okay, what do we have? We've got Bafflement, and we've got Amaru, who is new to me. 100% resist ice. Immune to damage from sorcery and enchantment spells. Interesting. Let's not go there. This guy's here. That's maybe bad. Unless we can just kill him really quickly. I feel like we should be able to kill him pretty quickly. Let's try. Chill Staff. freeze him. And it's the best way to kill him. He's got 9 shields. Ice Ball doesn't reach. If we hit him with another Chill Wind, that'll just get rid of his shields, which is useful. And he has a cloud on him. Can we hit that with Ice Ball? No. Surely we can hit. Nope, one more. Yep, cool, he's dead. Let's get our drakes out. Our worms, rather. And can't really see anything at the moment. But I suppose we have Chill Wind for that, which is good. Get rid of the spawners. And that's all of the spawners gone, right? Yeah, I think so. We've got a lot of Frosty Tormentors. Okay, there's line of sight opened up, thank you. Oh, these guys are Frostfire. Let's do Ice Vortex then. And Prismatic Beam. Okay, we're kind of stuck where we are at the moment. I think we just have to wait for him to open up the walls. Is he gonna open up the walls or what? He should be doing it soon. What are you doing? Ah, he keeps on doing his stupid summon and getting frozen, so then he doesn't do his... Okay, there we go. Create a path with Icicle. We need to kill stuff really quickly. Good, he's gone, so that should be the worst of it. How do we kill the rest of this? You're going to be taking Dark and Ice, which should kill you. Can we just use our armor to walk past things and hit them with the ice damage? Kind of, maybe. How the hell do we get down there? Are we good? Yep, cool. Oh, there's an achievement for that now. Let's see, Reformation. What are we not using? I'm kind of using everything. Maybe worm eggs. Let's get rid of worm eggs. We could get rid of equipment, but I don't want to do that. I think worm eggs are not pulling their weight. Is there any reason for getting that SP? I really want more charges because I'm very worried about running out of charges against Mordred. So we should do Ritual of Winter so that we have infinite charges on this. We should do the Silence thing. So we can silence Mordred. We may as well upgrade that with that as well. Winterbringer, is that useful? I mean, it's pretty cool, so why not? Alright, let's see how we go. So I guess we want to silence Mordred. I'm gonna get hit by every Arbiter on the level. What's the range on this? 6, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2... Surely that's close enough. Do I want... No, there's no point starting 1 SP. What I really want is to start on that thing. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, silence... Oh, wait, there's one more range 6. Hang on, 1, 2, 3... Oh, 0. I could have started there. Maybe not, I don't know. Anyway, silence Mordred. Get Winterbringer. Hell yeah. Sorcery bonus for 14 turns. Kill Mordred. Kill everything with Prismatic Beam. Okay, so there's Mordred, he has Clarity. Let's hit him with another Death Chill. I don't know if the silence will work. No. If he hits Winterbringer, he's going to convert him to his team. Let's not allow that to happen. What's the biggest damage? I think Ice Bowl. When he's not frozen. Don't touch my Winterbringer. Crap, he's definitely going to touch Winterbringer. No, he's still friendly. Okay, cool. He's dead though, that's fine. Wait. Oh, we can't do it again. Damn it. I'll just hit him with another Ice Ball. There's not that much stuff on the level, we can just focus on Mordred. I don't really like the Reaper. Are you frozen? You are frozen. Let's try a Prismatic Beam, hopefully that hits the Reaper enough times to kill him. We got frozen. Let's step out of the... Quick step. I think we just keep going with Ice Ball. Oh, we can't reach him. Let's Chill Wind maybe. How much damage did that do? Not a lot. What's this thing do? Summon a friendly watcher. Don't think we need that, but I do want to be out of the cloud, so let's just step on it. Let's try Prismatic Beam. Okay, good, that did work. Okay, so we now have the 99 shields. Let's Ice Vortex and continue channeling that for a little bit maybe. We got Clarity, so we got Frozen. Prismatic Beam on this stuff. That works. He's gone for the shields. We are standing in a blizzard, we have no SP, can't do much about it. Okay, we got a lot of frozen things at least, so Prismatic Beam should be going crazy. More frozen things this way. We're next to Reapers. I don't want to be next to Reapers. Let's try out a Ice Bowl on Mordred. How much damage was that going to do? Not a lot because he's resistant, but hopefully enough. What did that do? 422, not much. Prismatic Beam. Can we hit more than one frozen thing? Let's Icicle? Is Icicle worthwhile? It will reduce his resistance a little bit. Not much. Probably better to do Ice Ball and then Prismatic Beam on all of the frozen things. Does that pass through Mordred? Yeah, it does. Oh, nice. Went much better than expected. Cool. Yeah, I hadn't really tried out Prismatic Beam before, but I think it's pretty good. It would have been easier if we weren't constantly being frozen, but what can you do? Yep, so Icicle. We managed to save up enough SP to get Worm Eggs immediately, which was good for the first few levels, so I can't really knock it. It definitely carried us through on these early ones. Ice Vortex, Death Chill, Prismatic Beam here. It was already, yeah, doing the most damage out of everything we had. The Fireworms were competing. Boreal Armor, Robe of Storms. That should have been looping our shield, so I think that was probably helping out quite a bit, keeping us alive. Let's see, Prismatic Beam was on top. Snow Staff, Crystal Oculus. Probably should have tried to get the other Oculus as well for Mordred. Icicle upgrades. Prismatic Beam doing its thing. Stormcaller Staff, Sorcery Tome. The Stormcaller Staff is always very nice to get. Prismatic Beam doing great. Doing fantastic. I didn't realise it was doing so well throughout the game. Yeah, it was basically the top contender on most of the levels that we were on. This level was, yeah, kind of rough. Actually, what was the, where were these guys? This level was tricky. The guys that gain 3 shields every turn. Yeah, this guy kind of locked off half the enemies down here, and we were pretty low on charges, but it managed to get him in the end. And then Mordred was, kind of tricky. I think a good level of difficulty for that Mordred fight. Not too easy, not too difficult. But yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.